the VoxBox, and I'm using it with my custom files that I just created, and there are 18,000 in all. And the file is only somewhere around 400 megabytes, so it's not that large, not large at all, not even half a gig. It was 1.5 gigs until I readjusted a few things and saved it in another MP3 format. So what I've done here with the files, I've split them up into 2,000 to 3,000 files each, and on 3,000 files it's straight reverb of 3 milliseconds. On 3,000 files it's echo with a chorus, a slight chorus. And then on another 3,000 files I've got phase shifters and time stretchers. What the time stretcher is like when you're using, if you use any kind of a program to do your video editing and you want to slow down something but keep the pitch, you pull the file either left or right to go fast or slow, and I've done that with the audio. I've slowed it down but retained its pitch. So there's 3,000 files that are like that. And then there's some files that are just EQ'd with some nice reverb. So a little bit of everything. There's other things that I've done to some files, but in a nutshell, that's it. And then I've loaded them up into the VoxBox after splitting them anywhere between 200 to 400 milliseconds. And I'm not sure which files I've split to which millisecond. I just randomly did it. And then we load them into the VoxBox, and this is what we get. Now, I've got the pedals on right now. And now and also there are 2-second to 5-second silence breaks. And there's about 4,000 files of those. I upped them a little bit because I've got so many files now.
Important. Complete some fine.
So you can hear as it speaks.
And makes me look.
That, however,
some of those
necessary. The teaching was to make a and flashes instead of them here. Find the four.
So you can hear that some of those files have the effects on them already. So if you don't have pedals, it doesn't matter. You've got the effects already on the files themselves. And when I start making some of these boxes, I'm going to try making them without the pedals. And I'm sure that I'm going to have to go through these files again and fix them up a little more. But overall, it's pretty nice. And then, of course, you can add even more effect if you want with pedals. So, are you guys willing to try these files out with me? Sure, I think I heard a sure in there. Who's with me?
Actually, major construction is located. I have a.
Now, I got a little bone to pick.
She's works with to blue.
Who was pretending to be Lewis the other day? Who was that? Chris, was that you?
Simple. Collect.
Now, I spoke this aloud yesterday in the shop without doing a session. I don't want you to do that if that was you, okay?
Lots of freedom.
I don't appreciate that, and I'm sure that they don't appreciate that either. Okay? I'm not mad. Like I said, I'm not mad about it. But I don't know. I can't see the other side. I don't know if that's you doing that or if I've got a problem, okay? So when a spirit pretends to be somebody else, you know, I know that you might be messing around, but I don't know that, and it could be something else that I have to take care of.
The other key.
He's still.
And makes me.
And you haven't been here, so I know that you don't know what's happened here unless Jasper and Lewis has informed you.
So much.
So don't do that, okay? We cool?
30.
Same bump.
Sound like we are. So, Chris, have you found your own frequency yet?
I did.
You did? Awesome. Is that it right there? Was that the frequency?
Mary Clemson.
Has Lewis and Jasper helped you out on how to use these apps?
Classes that
And makes
doing physics
self.
to understand life with a
Understand. So this is called the VoxBox, Chris. I use this one, and I'll switch back and forth between this and the Matrix app. And it sounded like yesterday that you found a frequency in the Matrix app as well. Is that true?
action to go from listen and
So if you can, I want you to separate yourself from the frequency that Jasper uses and the frequency that Lewis uses. Because I'm used to those two, and I know that that's them. And I think I heard you on the recorder yesterday too, but it didn't make sense. So Chris, can I ask you a couple questions? I think I heard you. Yes. So, Chris, we'll probably have, I know Janet's coming down for sure, and we're going to do a little session here and try and figure out a little bit more with the spirits here. I'm not sure, I think I just heard somebody belch. I'm not sure if Rick is coming yet. I haven't talked to him. But I want to do a little bit here on my own to see if I can get the answer, because they'll get their answers quick. It takes me a little while, the way I do things.
Middle eight.
So can you tell me, Chris, what part of that desk was yours?
Customs up to it included permanent half.
I know that we've got a metal frame. That was probably one part. What did that metal frame go to?
Through
India. Dollar.
into some hundreds of
Or was it the wood that was yours? I think I heard wood. Now, there are wood planks, and then there is some kind of a drawer system that looks like it was put on there. Is it the planks or the drawers that were yours?
a small
Can you tell me if it was the wood or the drawers?
daylight.
Problem.
Understand?
Okay, another thing. Yesterday I kept smelling smoke, like a campfire, the whole time I was at that desk, and only when I was at that desk.
The world.
Were you trying to relay something to me yesterday?
Includes
Vehicle. All commands that you would. 4.
Were you sending those senses to me?
Let's hope. I know. Practice will wait.
What was that smell? What was that fire, that smoke? What was that about? Was that a campfire?
partake it.
Articulate.
Chris, are you with me still?
Whether.
Okay. Chris, were you in the war?
Define opportunity.
of heat.
Easy. Hey, don't bring a con.
Fine with
Were you a soldier, Chris?
lock and
Is alternative for student who saw. If this
Chris, what war were you in, Chris?
pattern and Mary
if you want
tiny easily favorite.
Chris, what war were you in?
bike.
Temple, their formal ascetic. Completely
Did you die in a war?
upon
And enjoy.
and the Bill guy. Evolution.
I'm not sure on that. I thought that I heard him say Civil War
Darken the door.
in one of the sessions,
For the
but I'm not sure about it. I'm just
issue.
asking questions.
Active.
Point that
Faculty. Interest. Learn it.
We are connected. Here we go. Come on. Can you guys help me out with this app? Can you push it through? Make it work? Ooh.
Returning to New York, Inspector.
It's working.
I was concerned that may very
We got it running, so. Who's here? Who's still with me? Lewis is here? Okay. Hi, Lewis. Who's with Lewis?
like most
Chris? Was that a Chris? Are you guys getting along okay? Are you guys friends? Is there any issues? Jasper, how are you doing? Are you here, Jasper?
starving to
Do you have references?
So, Chris, are you staying here all the time, or do you go somewhere else?
one last word about business insurance.
Lewis, Jasper, are you guys okay with Rick and Janet coming here and having a talk?
So yeah, I got
So I can understand things a little more? Okay. So that's about it, you guys. I just wanted to do a quick session. I wanted to hear those files through the VoxBox, see what we get. Thank you guys for coming through. You guys have a good weekend. Goodbye.
Yes, Lieutenant. Well, I got it.
And that's that. That is that. All right, you guys have a good weekend too.